So, Aaliyah, we are so
Mhm.
happy to have you here. And Aaliyah, we are so happy to have you here, the co-founders of Hijabi Chronicles. Everybody
Hey
say
sis.
assalamu alaikum to the Aaliyahs. There they are. Okay.
Assalamu
um,
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Beautiful. So I gave a little bit of a rundown on Hijabi Chronicles, but first I would love to know why Hijabi Chronicles and when did you both, come up with it?
Okay, yes, thank you for having us back. Hijabi Chronicles pretty much started it was a while ago, I believe 2000 and at the end of 2013, kind of 2014. I realized that, I didn't really see us, you know what I mean? And when I did see us, it was just always so much scrutiny over whether it was halal and whether it was haram, what we were doing. And, just being in a place where, a lot of my hip hop back in the day was more so aimed towards a different audience because I didn't really see a lane with the Muslims, you know what I mean? So, once I did start, just kind of studying more and getting on the deen, I was like, I would like to bring my art to like a Muslim platform, but also like not lose myself within what that is. So, just kind of collectively came together. And was like, we got to throw a concert, like a concert featuring all Muslims, like, and all Muslim sisters it developed into. And then, I'm so grateful that Aaliyah had reached out to me all the way from New York, and I'm in California. And she was just like, I want to be a part of this. So I want to be a part of just the Hijabi Chronicles. I'm also an artist. So we teamed up to go even harder because we had one show in Berkeley. And that's when like a lot of different news channels had came to cover us, Al Jazeera and like, so we were surprised because we were just passing out flyers the day before, just trying to get as much attendance as we could. We didn't know what was going to happen, really the beautiful thing about Hijabi Chronicles is like we're really supported by our local masjids, So out here in Oakland, they were really supportive, So we passing out flyers at Juma. We got the Imam, and his family just,
Yes.
they're saying, hey, this Friday or this Saturday, y'all make sure y'all support. So it just was like we don't know what's gonna happen, but we ended up doing like a fashion show and we had awards for the community leaders and a panel, and it was just so big, So after that had happened, me and Aaliyah just kept going. We started hitting a lot of different cities, and that's the thing with Corona, it slowed us all the way down because our business was live in action, So we were going to different cities, connecting with different communities. But that for me was the why. Aaliyah, I'm not sure you want to add anything.
So yeah, I joined in on in 2015. 2015 is when I think I saw the AJ Plus. It was a video about an event that you had, and that for me that was like I'm finally seeing myself in other women, other artists, and so when I saw that I was like, this is what I would love to do. And so sometimes you realize that you don't always have to like reinvent the wheel or necessarily do your own thing. You see other people doing things and who have a similar mission to you. And you can put your, brilliant ideas and things together, as well as with, other artists, other local artists that we know, the people who we've known for years, grew up with, there are people in our communities that we see all the time who we know they have so much talent and they bring so much, to the community, or they give back to the community in some type of way. And so that's really what I saw with the Hijabi Chronicles. And we had our first show like together, I believe in 2018 in New York at NYU. And for me, that's when I really saw what we could do together. And, the feedback was just all very positive. And it was the time that we could really just bring, all of these Muslim women and women of faith together in one room with all of these talents, sharing stories, sharing stories in which we can relate to each other, all being from different places. So it's just been a beautiful journey. I'm honored to be a part of it.
I love that. Absolutely. Shimo just wrote in the chat that tonight's common thread is, you know, creative community is everything. And it sounds like
Yeah.
that's what you two found in each other and you're continuing to bring to so many Muslim sisters from all over. Um, you talked about your past a little bit. Now, recent past slash present, I know you had an event, I think a couple of months
Yes.
ago in Oakland. Can you tell me about
Yes.
that and how that went?
Yes, that was in May. May 6th, we had an event in Oakland. And it was amazing, an amazing turnout. So much positive feedback. We had panel discussions. We had a fashion show. We had performances, and it was just so much art in the room and so much love. And that was my first time in Oakland, so it was very inviting, and it was a great show. What do you want to add, sis?
And even the energy you can see in the photos. I mean, look at feels like such a fashion show. I feel like I'm watching a movie that the child in me wish she saw, you know? I wasn't there, but just from the
Mm,
pictures, I'm like
I love that.
10-year-old me would have loved and would have been like praying to Allah every day and was praying to Allah every day to see this. So alhamdulillah that
Right.
you created it. Aaliyah Sharif, what were you trying to say?
Uh, yeah, I definitely lost the question, girl. My phone did drop. I'm on mute. Restate the question.
It's okay. We were just saying how, what the energy was like and how the most recent event went.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
event in May.
yes, the recent event was definitely dope. I feel like this was our first show since after Corona. So, it was really cool to get our names back out there and connect again, with the community. And that's really what it's always about. It's always about community. It's always about like building with the sisters that we know and just creating like a chain of not only sisterhood, but legacy that we want to leave on. We're all creative,
Mhm.
we're all artistic. Like we definitely need to be our own support. As I was saying earlier, we run into a lot of different challenges. Being Muslimas, just doing what we do and deciding to cover, but luckily, with this event and with past events that we've done, we keep everything colorful. I remember I was really stressed about just a lot of the timing. We had 3 weeks to prepare. Like that was all we had. And, it was a lot of technical difficulties behind the scenes, should I say. And, I'll never forget my sister here, Aaliyah, I call us the A, you know, there was one more, we'd be triple A, but we double A, you know what I mean?
Ah,
For
So it's just one moment she was just like, trust in Allah, let Allah do what he's gonna do. Like you need to fall back and relax. And when she said that, I literally was like, you know what? We did all the planning we could do. We told everybody we could
right.
tell. It's only been 3 weeks and it was just such a beautiful turnout. We had such a good response. The performances were off the hook, and we do have a recap video coming and like a special video coming
Yeah.
for everyone to watch. Just snippets of the performances and answering. We're planning our next event as well, but it was wonderful. The
beautiful,
wonderful.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Another thing that I really loved about the event was that it brought so many women of different ages together, different generations together, and we were having just the conversations just were just amazing. Like it was just so nice to have all of us there together and just get, advice from the elders and hear their stories and things that they've learned throughout their lives. And so it was a really powerful moment, I would say.
I can tell from your smiles that it was powerful. We have a question in the chat, but before we before we get to that question, Asif's question, if anyone wants to support Hijabi Chronicles or come to a future event, how can they do so?
Please join our website, thehijabicchronicles.com or hijabicchronicles.com. Naja, thank you for putting it in the bio or in the link in the chat. Also on our social medias, please follow at the Hijabi Chronicles. The support is the biggest thing that you could possibly contribute to the Hijabi Chronicles. the community, you know, it makes us feel strong. It makes us feel proud of what we're doing. It makes us feel like we're not being haram by representing ourselves through song and through music and through expression, you know. So when we have that backing from us, you know, it feels great, because a lot of the times, you know, I feel like we've gotten to a different point in our Muslimship with, you know, artistic forms. It's definitely been more progression than anything, but you know, we had to go through the wire with a lot of the, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is haram. So you know, when that was put on us, we needed our community. So that's why we were so grateful to our messages that were coming and backing us up, like, no, 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 hold on, y'all need to, you know, listen to what these sisters are actually saying, and listen to out there in the media already and what kids are already influenced by. Like, we don't want to shut this down. We want this to be at the forefront. So those little girls that didn't get to see it, you know, we had to learn from that and show them what they need to see so they could be it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be what you can't see, you know. So
It's hard to be what you can't see. Wow.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I see you. We all see you, Aaliyah and Aaliyah. Thank you so much for sharing not only your own art, right, your music and your poetry, but sharing your vision with us for Hijabi Chronicles. Um, the one question that we have, one more question we have is, Aaliyah Sharif, where do you get your sunglasses from? They are such a vibe. My guy Asif loves them and he wants to buy some himself.
Start a line. My earrings, I'm thinking about earrings. I get my sunglasses from Berkeley. It's this dope little spot in Berkeley, and that's all you can know at this point. It's in Berkeley.
Okay. Got you. This Muslima is keeping her secrets to herself. I love it. Beautiful. And Aaliyah Hakim El, I know we didn't get a chance to talk too much about your entrepreneurship, but can you tell us where we can find your jewelry? Because I see you're wearing a design.
I have some to show you. I have
Yes.
some to show you. So I make artisan jewelry, handmade. These right here that I'm holding are clay, made out of clay. I also do wood, and I do hand painted. So check out my work on iacreations.com, and my IG is iacreationsco, at iacreationsco. So yeah, when this is something that I love to do, when I have the time to, working on, you know, these earrings. I work with a lot of different textures and colors, and I do markets like on the weekends. I'm actually a mom also, so you know, during the week it's all being a mama, and also working, you know, when I have the time. And on the weekends I like to do markets, like local markets and things like that. And I actually just did an event yesterday with the National Urban League. I was a vendor at their community day, which was amazing. It was a really nice community event. So please look out for me. Thank
Yes.
you.
Alhamdulillah. Beautiful. Well, thank you both so much. Let's bring Asif and Reem back up on the screen as well. We are so appreciative of all of you being here tonight. Whether you are in a different time zone than New York or not, thank you for being here for a Good Fun Muslim Friends show. We had a creative, you know, game we were going to play, but all of you are just so darn creative that it wasn't even necessary. So just thank you for your time. And inshallah, we'll all be able to be together in person one day, either at a Hijabi Chronicles event, a Maskers event, a Mipsters event, or something where it's a collaboration where Reem is able to maybe draw us all and feed us some of that delicious looking food that you created as well. Thank y'all so much, and make sure you follow along the journey. And of course, yes, I'm getting the note to make sure you also donate so that we can do this in person at some point as well. With that, I say assalamu alaikum and keep creating. Follow the fun. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam.
Thank you.
Wa alaikum